I like what Luke says. Luke adds one word to that. Luke says, follow me daily. Every day God give you, you got to serve the Lord. Listen, for those of you that are not saved, I don't know how you make it from day to day. I don't know how you can get up in a good conscience every morning. I don't understand how it is you can put your clothes on and walk outside and look at all the beauty around you and not serve the Lord. I don't understand it. How you can have accidents, y'all ain't saying nothing here, and almost die. I don't understand how you can almost overdose and leave here and still won't serve the Lord. I don't understand what kind of pleasure you can get out of life. Oh God, y'all ain't saying nothing here. Taking chances every day and just take for granted that you're going to live to see tomorrow. I was thinking last night we were on the airplane, and when the flight attendant began to give out all the instructions, I looked around and everybody was talking as if she wasn't saying nothing. I said, Lord, if the plane went down, I wonder how many of these people would know how to get out of this plane. I said, Lord, and look how high we are. I looked down, we couldn't even see cars, we were so high up. I said, my God, 200 people flying on one airplane, and nobody really understanding that it's the grace of God that's keeping this plane in the air. Y'all ain't saying nothing here. Get on an airplane, don't think nothing about it. Go up 35,000 feet and don't even realize that it's not the wind and it's not the winds, but I'm riding on the grace of God. I don't know how you can sit there and be satisfied without the Lord. Then he says, if you seek to save your life, you're going to lose it. If you govern yourself by pleasure principles, child, I want to be the life of the party. I'm the bomb. I am it. Everybody likes me. If that's how you're governing yourself, you're going to lose your life. You're going to lose your life if you're trying to make a name for yourself. Y'all ain't saying nothing here. Too many people right here in America trying to make a name for themselves. We trying to work overtime. No, y'all ain't saying nothing here. Working 2 and 3 jobs so we can get ahead in life and never even take the time out to consider our soul. Listen here. I feel like I'm talking to a lot of people. You're just too busy to serve the Lord. You're too busy trying to make a name for yourself. Too busy trying to make a life. When Jesus said, I'll give you a life. We're too busy with our family that we can't serve the Lord. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Because some of us will come to church faithfully right up until it comes down to family. Then all of a sudden they don't see you for 2 weeks. For 2 straight weeks. All because of family. Too busy to serve the Lord. Child, I'm tired. I've been working all week. So now you're giving your full attention to the world. But telling God, because the world got me tied up, I can't come and talk to you. Y'all ain't saying nothing. You better say amen or they're going to think I'm talking about you. We telling the world you can have all of my time. Tell me what time to get there. Tell me what time to clock out. I'll work overtime. All you got to do is ask. And you know it's just your duty to come to church and still can't come to church. Honey, all you got to do is come and serve the Lord. And you're too busy to get saved, then you ought to go to hell. If you're trying to save your life, you're going to lose it. And there are millions of people watching this broadcast that are just too busy to serve the Lord. Trying to make a name for ourselves. Trying to make a life for ourselves. And Jesus said, you don't even realize that what you're doing out there is just existing. Honey, that ain't living. You just existing from day to day. But he said, I am come that you might have life. And have it more abundantly. Then he flips and he says, for what is a man profited if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? Do you realize, first of all, you'll never gain the whole world? You understand what that means? That means it's useless. You will never gain the whole world. But if everybody died and left you all their money, if they left you $100 million, he said, if you had all of that, what are you better if you die and lose your soul? Do you realize 70 plus years on earth is just a speck on the fabric of eternity? I want you to think about this. The Bible says the days of our years are 80 years and 10. If by reason of strength they be 80 years, then is there strength, labor, and sorrow. And soon you're gone. The problem is, a lot of us can only see living forever. You know our minds play those kind of tricks on us? Because as far back as my mind can remember, I've always been here. I don't ever remember a time when I wasn't here. And so because my mind cannot conceive of a time when I was never here, then that means that we don't want to see a time when we won't be here. And so what we do, we place all of our emphasis on these 80 years and 10. And if the truth be told, look at you today. I don't care if you're 30 years. Seems like just yesterday you in kindergarten. Y'all not saying nothing here? Seemed like just yesterday you were turning 13 and couldn't wait. Child, I'm a preteen. I'm a preteen. What is preteen? What do that mean? I'm turning 13 next month. I'm turning 13. You can remember that. Seemed like yesterday. But now you're 35 and 40 years old. What happened all that time? What happened to that time? I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. I'll be 30 years old in January. Seemed just like yesterday. Seems like yesterday. I was graduating from high school. Where did the time go? Where did it go? So that means I can't put too much emphasis on living in this world, because I'm not going to be here always. So while you're trying to get these big cars, and while you're trying to get these big houses, you better make sure you got a mansion in the sky. Because soon you're going to have to lay down and leave that big house. And you better make sure you got a house in the heavens. Eternal, not made by the hands of man. Y'all ain't saying nothing here. You're going to have to lay down one day and leave it all. You have to leave that car. And your brother and your sister and your family and your kids going to fight over it. You working to get these Rolexes. Y'all ain't saying nothing. All this fancy jewelry. And don't realize they're going to pass a note to the undertaker. Before you shut that box, make sure you get that ring. Before you lock it, make sure you get that watch. You work for it. Somebody else is going to enjoy it. Because when you die, you're going to have to leave it all behind you. Who's going to live in your house when you die? Y'all ain't saying nothing here. We just worried about getting. And we getting these big houses and building on 2 and 3 more rooms to our already enormously large house. And then you're going to lay down and die. Who's going to live in your house? Who's going to sleep in your bed? Because you have to leave it. And after you done spent all your life trying to make $1 million. After you done spent all your days trying to get you a bigger house. After you done spent all your days trying to be the life of the party. After you die, what then? After you done had all this time to serve the Lord. After you done been here for 60 and 70 years and live like a fool, you're going to die. And my question is, what then?